All right, good evening, everybody. This is Ricardo Hamilton, aka Crypto Rick. Shout out to the Wealth Builders. Wow, what a day we had today. Just me personally out here in the marketplace, speaking with leaders in industry, business owners, and entrepreneurs from all different fields: entertainment, city council, chamber of commerce. I wanted to really title this video about the mass adoption and opportunity that we're having here in the cryptocurrency space and blockchain technology, but also the mass adoption and wealth creation. In that process, a lot of things are moving very fast in the global economy and the digital transformation that's taking place right now in local cities and towns and businesses and governments as blockchain technology becomes more prevalent and people are starting to realize the benefits of this new technology, which is revolutionizing the world, but also the aspects of building wealth through cryptocurrency and gold, right? And so I get very excited because as I'm out here and I'm speaking to people, people are hungry and thirsty for this information and what's taking place in cryptocurrency with gold and with blockchain technology. So business owners are interested, how can they take advantage of cryptocurrency and the wealth being created as far as accepting cryptocurrency as a form of payment. And that's where Carrot Bars comes in, because we have what's called K Merchant. We're setting up business owners online and offline to take cryptocurrency as a form of payment in addition to their other forms of payment, but we allow them to limit their risk to the volatility of the market by having them the ability to convert their cryptocurrency into fiat currency into their bank account. So there's a huge market of people out here who want to take cryptocurrency as a form of payment. And there's a huge market of people who hold in cryptocurrency who want to pay for things with their cryptocurrency. Well, the beautiful thing about Carrot Bars is that we're connecting to the two. We're helping bring the digital cryptocurrency coin holders and the merchants with the products and services, and we're connecting them through our merchant service payment system, so the business owner can benefit from the wealth and from the market of people who have cryptocurrency and want to pay for products and services, and the consumers can benefit because now they have this digital asset, which is money, and they can actually utilize it the same way they use cash in the economy today. So very revolutionary thing that's happening right now. A lot of wealth being created through this system, because not only as an affiliate that sets up a business online or offline with K Merchant are we getting paid a residual on the fees, right? But the business owner now is able to take cryptocurrency for free, right? They're able to take cryptocurrency as a form of payment for free through our K Merchant system. So it's a very exciting time because we're in that period where a lot of wealth and opportunity in this unsaturated, massive, hundreds of billions of dollars market right now in cryptocurrency, right? So as I'm out here, I'm speaking to business owners, I'm talking to leaders and innovators in their field. They're seeing the value, they're seeing the transformation, they're seeing what's going on in the global economy. They're seeing Facebook and JP Morgan and central banks looking at cryptocurrency, creating their own coins. They're seeing the value. And the beautiful thing about Carrot Bars is that we're leading the way because we have the most dynamic, most secure blockchain protocol, right? We have the most dynamic products and services that are helping to connect the world to this space, right? All based around this asset, which is gold, right? Which is pure 24 karat gold. And so, as I'm out here and I'm sharing this information, it's a massive market, massive opportunity when you're positioning yourself with the right company, because there is a wealth transfer getting ready to take place. I actually chose the title of this particular live stream, and I had put it that the ultra rich are preparing for a market crash. UBS warns. So UBS is a wealth management financial services company, right? Very large financial services company. Some people probably know UBS, but UBS has polled a lot of their wealthy investors. They polled them And what came out of that poll is that a lot of their investors are preparing for a significant stock market correction by the end of next year. And so this is the thing about it. When they say by the end of the next year, it could be beginning of the year. It could be the middle of the year, or it could be at the end of the year. There is no telling. So for the average investor or the average person who doesn't have access to all the data, analytics, and information, you don't want to try to get out later or at the top. You want to get out a little ahead of a time, because you really have no way of knowing which way this market is going, but there's a forecast for it to go down. So if me personally, if they're telling me next year the market is going to crash or there's going to be a major correction, I would be trying to get out this year and then put my wealth into assets that will preserve themselves and appreciate to ride whatever wave as this downward trend is coming in 2020. And that's one of the beautiful things about Karatbars, because we're dealing with a tier one asset. Tier one meaning zero risk, accepted 100% for value by the Bank of International Settlements, which is the central bank for central banks, right? But in that report, and that report is on Zero Hedge, by the way. You can go to Zero Hedge and you will see the UBS Wealth Management. But it says in a survey, more than 3,400 high net worth investor respondents, 25% of them said they sold risk assets such as equities, commodities, and high yield bonds. So high net worth investors are getting out of the market. They're selling equities. They're selling bonds, right? And they're transitioning into cash, but trust and believe they're looking at gold, and they're looking at gold-backed cryptocurrency space, because this is where wealth is going to transfer as we start to see this economic expansion cycle come to an end, right? So we have a lot of dynamics in place with obviously the US-China trade and currency wars, and right. And so what we're seeing is that it's saying that the rapidly changing geopolitical environment is the biggest concern for investors around the world. They see global interconnectivity and reverberations of changing impacting their portfolios more than traditional business fundamentals. So what they're saying is that there's a lot of variables and factors coming down the pipe that paint a picture worse than what we're dealing with right now. And so they are taking the money out of risk, out of speculation, and they're putting their money into places where they feel not only maybe will preserve their wealth, but also create wealth or give them at least a little more leverage and opportunity. And so when I go live and I'm sharing this information, the reason I share it is because the average person is not getting access to this information. Not that it's not available, but it's just that, you know, throughout a 40-hour work week and, you know, between watching television and having a family life, a lot of times people don't have the time to take a look at that information, right? And so, you know, major financial institutions, major central banks, World Bank, IMF, you know, major governments around the world, like I continue to say, there is a shift happening. There is a global reset. There's a paradigm shift taking place. And if you properly position yourself into the right assets, right, you will create and build massive generational wealth for yourself. And the beautiful thing about Karatbars is that it allows you to put yourself in position and leverage that space right now for free. And what I mean by that is that you can become a Karatbars affiliate for free. You actually can have a free gold savings account and start to save in physical gold, right? And that gold can be delivered to your home via FedEx, or you can have that gold stored for you. And then you have the opportunity to create massive wealth by holding our cryptocurrency backed by gold right now, which is at pennies on the market. But guess what? There's so much value behind these coins. It makes my head spin, because when I look at this space and I look at the industry and I'm looking at the innovation that's coming out of this space, and then I see what Karatbars is doing, they literally are like bar none top. Nobody is doing what this company is doing, from our blockchain, from our cash gold exchange machines, from our Karatbit exchange. I mean, look, our Karatbit exchange alone, right? Not only are we trading cryptocurrencies on that exchange, but we're trading gold. we're trading gold in the form of univalos on our exchange. So now people are able to take cryptocurrency assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum and trade them for unival, which is gold, right? So talk about diversification and leveraging yourself into wealth and moving in between different assets. That's only done on our exchange, folks, right? Then we have the cash gold exchange machines. What cryptocurrency has a physical representation? There is no cryptocurrency that has a physical representation, but with Karatbars, we have something called cash gold. It's pure gold embedded in the notes that are coming out of our cash gold exchange machines, right? And so you're getting something of guaranteed value with this company, with this coin. You're getting tier one asset in the form of a payment, in the form of the ability to exchange and do commerce and pay for goods and services. That's what you have with this company, leading the way, right? Same thing with our devices. A lot of people get excited about devices and what devices do for a company. Well, when I look at Apple, and when Apple comes out with a new product, what happens to their stock? What happens to their company? It takes off. It becomes a new hotness. Well, what's going to happen when people realize that we have blockchain smartphones, voice over blockchain protocol, most secure devices on the planet right now with our blockchain that's 512 encryption, right? And able to run audio, visual, media, all encrypted, peer-to-peer encryption, cryptocurrency wallets, right? Multiple functions, infinite storage. What's going to happen when people realize that we also have a blockchain laptop, most secure laptop on the planet? You're not worried about any of your data and information being hacked. This is very, very big for big industry, let alone the individual like myself. We're talking about in an era where cybersecurity is a number one issue. And now we're talking about putting your infrastructure on the blockchain and using secure devices, having end-to-end encrypted phone calls through the blockchain. People don't have no understanding how revolutionary that is in the industry, let alone for the average individual. But we're talking about companies with proprietary and intellectual property rights and all the different industries, and we're leading the way with the first of its kind devices, right? So totally undervalued opportunity, because our cryptocurrency is benefiting from everything. The cryptocurrency is benefiting from all of that. The exchange, the cash gold exchange machines, the blockchain laptop, the blockchain smartphone, and then we have K-Merchant, the ability for businesses to now take cryptocurrency as a form of payment. All of that is behind, and more, and more. There's so much more, right? But just those alone, massively undervalued opportunity. So this is what I tell people. Save your money in gold. It's a superior way of saving in a tier one asset that has zero risk. In a time where we will experience inflation, inflation is always there. In a time during financial crisis, which we are in right now, that's why I started the title of this video, UBS, which is a wealth management. You see, when you see articles like UBS or JP Morgan or, any of these large financial institutions, they're working with data. They're working with resources and information that you're not privy to. They're looking at this thing on a geopolitical scale, and they're seeing what's getting ready to take place, and they're positioning themselves. But the average person who's just working a 9-to-5, invests in their 401k and does a little investments here and there, if they're not aware of the dynamics that are taking place somewhere else and how that it can affect them here, then they are the ones who get wiped out, while the wealthy have already removed themselves from risk, and they're going to benefit from that wealth transfer, right? So somebody always calls doing a live stream, right? So anyways, I got 81 people live on this stream right now, 29 likes. Show some support, like, share, subscribe. It helps me continue to bring this content to you guys on YouTube so you can be aware of what's taking place in the global economy. I drop a lot of nuggets and jewels to help you understand the magnitude of what's taking place, not only in the global economy, but what's taking place in the Karatbar system right now. So 84 people live, 38 likes, smash that like button, right? And so right now we're coming towards the end of the economic cycle. There's a slowdown. The expansion period has been the longest it has ever been in history, and we are overdue for a correction. We're so much overdue for a correction that the Federal Reserve right now is printing hundreds of billions of dollars to keep the system afloat. There's a lot of rumors and noise about Deutsche Bank and the derivatives and all of the debt, and Deutsche Bank possibly filing for bankruptcy, and the global ramifications for what that has for the global community, because everything is connected. The whole global economy is connected. If Deutsche Bank goes down, everybody's going down. It's that much of a connected system where everybody's, or all these institutions are over leveraged, right? They're over leveraged, and you're not aware of what other bad assets and risks they have on the books, right? And then they owe this person, that person owes that person owes that person. It's all based on credit. It's all based on debt. It's smoke and mirrors. And so what's going to happen is there's a credit freeze, right? There's a liquidity crisis, right? Because nobody really has the real assets or the real money. So the Federal Reserve, who is the borrower of last resort, is now printing hundreds of billions of dollars, doing currency swaps. Everything that the Federal Reserve did in 2008, they're doing now, if not more. They're keeping the bonds low, buying up the bonds. They're printing money. They're doing currency swaps with the European Central Bank right over there to keep the banks funded like Deutsche Bank, right? This is stuff that they're doing, and people have no idea the ramifications of it. They don't understand how soon everything can unravel, right, in this system. And if the Federal Reserve stopped doing what they were doing, you would go to the bank tomorrow morning and it'll be closed. You would swipe your card and it wouldn't work. You will go to the ATM and you won't be able to pull out your cash. That's the reality of the situation right now that we're in. But because of the Federal Reserve's policy right now, it is continuing to keep the illusion alive, but they're making the problem worse. It's actually getting worse. It's not a solution. So it's giving you, the person who is hearing this information, the person who's aware of this information, it's giving you time to protect yourself and your family, right? That's what it's doing. It's giving you time, like those wealthy who UBS has mentioned in that Zero Hedge article, that are pulling their money out of stocks and how to high risk assets and bonds and things. And they're putting their money in, keeping it in dollars, or some of them putting it in gold and in crypto, right? But it's giving you that same time to make a smart decision for yourself, to put your money into assets like a tier one asset, which is gold, and to leverage the wealth that's going to be created in cryptocurrency by positioning yourself with Karatbars and acquiring our gold-backed cryptocurrency, right? And so that's what Karatbars is doing. Yes, connect the average person to wealth, right? And so this is why I get so excited. This is why I love bringing this information, because I'm positioning myself. I'm positioning myself for the wealth transfer. I believe in delayed gratification. I know patience is a virtue. I know the economics and the data. It doesn't have to happen tomorrow for me to realize that it is a reality that's going to happen, and that when it does, my whole life will be changed forever because of the smart decision that I made to position myself for the wealth transfer in tier one assets and gold-backed cryptocurrency, right? And so it's just a matter of time. So I share this information so you guys can share this information out with your friends and your family, and so you can do your research. And so when I say that Christine Lagarde of the IMF is urging central banks to, or banks to get in cryptocurrency, and the, governments and Walmart and Facebook and JP Morgan, they're looking to create their own coins. They've created their own coins, and governments around the world are buying more gold than they've ever bought, and central banks are buying more gold than they ever bought. This is information that if you applied it and did what they did and don't do what they tell you to do, because they still tell you to go to school, get a good job, pay down your debts, right? They're telling you to increase your credit score, right? They're not letting you know that we're coming to a recession, and they're not letting you know what you should be doing in this time right now, because it doesn't behoove them to do that, right? And so, yes, we are in a recession. and some places around the world are feeling it more than others. So the average person, like even in my area here in Maryland, tomorrow morning they're going to walk outside their door, and it doesn't feel like chaos. It doesn't feel like the banking system is getting ready to collapse. It doesn't feel like we're about to have civil, war in the streets or people rioting in protest. No, you don't see that right now, right? But behind the scenes, the system is broken. We're in a broken system. I think I titled my last video where Ray Dalio, right, billionaire Ray Dalio, he's come out and he said it, the system's broken, right? We're having billionaires upon billionaires, wealth manager upon wealth manager, Federal Reserve president upon Federal Reserve president, governments around the world all screaming, saying the same thing. The same thing. And so what's going to happen is when this reality hits, if you're not in position now, it's too late. Like, you need to already be in position now. You don't need to wait and say, I'm going to wait till I'm going to get my tax return or something. No, you need to leverage yourself into this position now with Carrot Bars. Sign up for free with the link in the description of this video, or get back to the person that shared this video with you. And you need to open up a free savings account and start saving in gold. You need to acquire one of our business packages that are income producing assets that are going to create wealth for you, because they're coming with massively undervalued cryptocurrency, KCB, which is backed by our bank and our payment system. Backed by gold in our payment system, right? And so you want to leverage yourself into wealth in this opportunity. When Facebook went public, or Amazon, Netflix, Google, right, IBM or Microsoft, when these companies went public, right, you didn't get a call. There was no representative saying, hey, this company, massively undervalued company, you hold these stocks, you're going to be multimillionaires because this stock is going to blow up, right? You didn't get access to that. You didn't get an opportunity to put $170 into that and leverage that in IPO phase, right? Well, in Carrot Bars, you're in position now to create that type of wealth, because Carrot Bars is in that same trajectory. Carrot Bars is in that same pathway to create massive wealth, like companies that we know about: Facebook, Amazon, Bitcoin. Not Bitcoin, but Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Google, and all these other companies, right? But Bitcoin too. The same wealth that was created in Bitcoin is going to be created in this company for early adopters, for the people who position themselves now, right? Because we're dealing with a cryptocurrency that's massively undervalued with a physical representation, with payment system, cash gold exchange machines, and everything else that I mentioned, right? Everything else that you know about that's going on with this company right now. And so I feel very confident sharing this information and going out about it, because like I said, our product is money. Our product is a tier 1 asset. You don't lose when you join Carrot Bars, because our product is a tier 1 asset. Zero risk, labeled by the Bank of International Settlements, which is the central bank of central banks, right? And so 88 people live on the stream, 48 likes. Smash that like button, like, share, and subscribe. If you subscribe, hit the bell so you can get the notifications on when I'm going live. Because soon as more information comes out, as this cycle starts to end and it gets worse and deteriorates, you want to know as much as you can, as soon as you can, so you can leverage yourself and make the proper strategic moves that you need to make for yourself and your family, right? And so as simple as hitting the bell, and as soon as I hear some information, I go live about it, especially when it comes to the success of this company, right? Our coin at the height got to about 14 cents, right? And now it's at a beautiful 2 cents. And I say beautiful 2 cents because it's an opportunity to acquire more of this massively undervalued asset, right? But at the height of our coin at 14 cents, or what's taking place in the company, right? All these things that are happening very fast around the world, and also with this company, you want to know as much as you can as soon as possible, right? And so that's what I aim to do with this channel. Is let people not only understand the magnitude of what's taking place around the world, but what's taking place in Carrot Bars and how they can position themselves, because I'm positioning myself. right? So that is really what I wanted to cover, in this video today. I really wanted to let people know that, another outside third party source is verifying the information that I've been saying. UBS has done a poll with a lot of their clients who are very wealthy, and most of them are expecting a market crash or correction, a downturn, a recession in 2020. Now, nobody knows exactly when it's going to happen. So you don't really want to wait, in my opinion, for the crash to come to try to figure out what you're going to do with your finances. Because one thing that's for sure, in 2008, we saw what financial instruments did poorly. You don't want to be in stocks. You don't want to be in bonds, right? You don't want to be, and I'm not going to say you don't, but real estate lost half of its value. And to the people who say that the market came back, I talk about this all the time. For one thing, the market might have came back, but you'll never get that time back. Let's say it took 10 years for the market to come back. Well, that's 10 years off your life that you never got back, and you're right back where you started. So saying that the market came back is not really a vantage point or pro for me, because those people still lost 10 years. And then when you realize the market came back, right? Well, how the market never really got to correct itself. It never went down to the bottom. The Federal Reserve intervened before the market continued to went down. And how did it come back? The Federal Reserve reduced interest rates and print money. That was not growth, right? Where did that money go? It went to the top 1%, right? It went to these bankers, and they're buying up their stocks. And we still have a problem that's taking place right now. So the whole thing is that this is the beautiful thing about Karatbars. Leveraging yourself an opportunity to build massive wealth in tier one assets, right? So I get the gold, right? People can't tell me nothing about Karatbars because I get my gold delivered. People cannot tell me nothing about Karatbars because I've took 100 of my KBC coins and I've exchanged them for a gram of gold. So nobody can tell me that I'm lying to myself about this opportunity, because I've got the gold tested. I've got my cryptocurrency coins exchanged for physical gold. I've leveraged myself to understand who the CEO is, what this company is about, and what's taking place. Now, there are a lot of scammers out there, and there was a smear campaign going on about us, and probably still going on in some fashion. A lot of people want you to stay away from being in position to build wealth for yourselves while they're trying to steal what you got at the same time, right? But so, like I said, this is Ricardo Hamilton, aka Crypto Rick. I just want to go live really quick on that information about UBS and about the massive market and the opportunity and mass adoption that's taking place in cryptocurrency right now, and how you can leverage yourself with Karatbars. So get back with me, or get back with the person that shared this video with you. You can send me an email at rhamilton19@gmail.com. If you have any questions or you want to get started. Also, in the description of this video, I've placed a link where you can register as an affiliate and put yourself in position with this company. One other thing I will say, our coin, KBC, was just listed on one of the top 3 cryptocurrency exchanges, which is by volume, which is bw.com, I believe. So bw.com has just, they're going to be listing our coin, KBC, on their exchange. Once again, it's like one of the top 3 exchanges by volume, last time I checked. And also, what was it? Of course, CoinMarketCap has put us back at top 100 coin in CoinMarketCap. So people are saying all this stuff about the coin and don't realize that for you to get to top 100 in CoinMarketCap, CoinMarketCap is vetting you. You're not getting in that position in top 100 unless you've been properly vetted. We're on multiple exchanges. Exchanges are not going to list your coin unless they've done some proper vetting about your coin, right, and your company. And so, everything's going according to plan with our coin as far as its listing and its performance. Actually, Crypto Ma, I believe, just came out with a very positive article about our coin being one of the top performing coins in 2019. I believe it was something to that effect. One of the top performing coins, right? Crypto Ma, right? Obviously, Forbes has listed us at like one of the top 10 blockchain companies to look out for. So there's more than enough information by third-party companies to verify the opportunity and the value that's here with this company and with our cryptocurrency coin. So, I don't pay too much attention to anybody who has negative things to say about the coin, because they just don't understand the magnitude of what's taking place. They don't understand business and outside forces and all the things that have taken place with this company. So I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. Once again, it's Ricardo Hamilton, aka Crypto Rick. I catch you guys on the next live stream. 85 people live, 56 likes. Smash that like button, subscribe, hit the bell, show some support. I catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.